My sound is still good, so we're gonna get started. I put a reference photo in the group, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna move my chin out of the picture. And so what I'm putting on the canvas is basically, I do the basically thing because I kind of use what I have, and hopefully that's not gonna get me in trouble. I have some phthalo green, so I'm putting some phthalo green in here. Yes, that's good. That's good. Thank you. I'm putting some phthalo blue, okay, on my palette. That's me. You see my delay. It's crazy.
She's supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, I know. Good night, Aubrey. I'll leave it up for you, okay? Aubrey's my now 10-year-old granddaughter. Okay. Whew. I'm just putting some colors down here. Titanium white, did you pick it up for me? No. I got it. I'm using alizarin red. Why didn't they just name stuff normal names? You know what I mean? Okay. And of course, I'm going to use something like yellow ochre. Very close. It's actually its skin tone, but it is my standby. Okay. Oh, conversation. I can't hear what anybody's saying. Oh, her phone won't turn off. You better turn that phone off, little girl, and go to bed. Okay. All right. Okay. So who all is on now? Oh, okay, here we go. Haha, family. Okay. Anybody painting with me? Anybody? Curious? I'm putting some titanium white on my palette. I know most of the people here tend to paint on the replay, which is fine. That's all good. Okay, so far I think I have enough of the basic colors to do what I want to do. I'm going to get started with my yellow ochre.
She didn't see the picture.
It's Sherry. It's on Everything Art, so you might have to go to Everything Art and see the picture, because I just posted it. And the picture George was supposed to bring up, I sold it. Apparently, because it's not in my little stack. So I'm going to put some water on my canvas. My poor canvas is all wrinkled up. Okay, so what I'm doing is putting water on my back of my canvas, okay? I'm not using a spray bottle, I'm just using my brush. And now I'm going to flip it over. And hopefully those wrinkles will go away as they dry. Okay? So that's just a little trick. Okay. Now what we're going to do is paint the yellow ochre, or similar, close enough to yellow ochre. Yeah. So, okay. I can see from my studio, I just can't see the YouTube live, which...
So Sherry says, oh, is it the modern garden pick?
It's the lady in the garden one. Yes, the last thing I posted. Yep, that's it. So,
the modern garden.
Well, it depends on the reference title that you see. The one I see and I'm used to is the one of the millions of Lady in the Garden ones by Monet, and he used his wife and son a lot of times as models on the property. And I like the one with her. I actually painted that one before, and somebody must have liked it because they bought it. But I had a little a little version of it, you know, of that painting.
Leanne says, slap that paint around.
Yeah, just throw it on. Just throw it on there. So that part's done. I have no idea where my blow dryer is. Probably in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
But
Leave up?
so yeah, that would probably be nice. It's probably, I don't know. I don't know where anything is now, especially after moving. No, it's probably where I said.
Okay.
Especially, or I don't know. I have no idea, babe. One of the closets or something. But it's okay because this stuff dries so fast. It doesn't matter. And I forgot where I was going with that Monet thing. The thing I like about Monet and Monet's people is they're not like very realistic people. Like I think it was more the gist of it, especially the men. I don't know why. The men had to seem to look like male forms. Well, my camera's over there, so I tend to looks like I'm looking at my canvas. But the men look more like male forms, but they're not like, if you look at them, like their sleeves look like a little puffy, and it's almost like the impressionistic part of it. The women look a little bit more detailed to me. This is just how I see it, and a little bit more feminine. And but the child and the male, it was like he's not as interested in them as he is his wife. So it's just kind of interesting to me. All right. So now let me pull up my reference myself. Okay. Let me see now. Okay. So now we're gonna put the.
Sherry says she loves it. Yes, I
You
love
like
it.
that one? We're gonna put some of the sky in, and the trees and all of that, and the grass in.
Leanne says, what color did you throw on?
You have to rewind. I think you fell asleep, Leanne. I put on close to a yellow ochre. It's called skin tone, because when I don't grab the yellow ochre, I grab the skin tone. So. Oh, there's my yellow ochre over there on the table. Could you grab those paints that's on the table? And my saturation is turned up a little bit, so it looks a lot brighter orange than it really is. But it's very close to yellow ochre.
You mean these big
No,
ones?
that table over there, but please don't touch the camera. Please. Pretty please, with sugar on
Just
top.
take all these?
Yeah. That's what I was missing. It's over there where I normally paint.
Uh-oh. They're gonna roll on the floor.
Oh, that's okay if they roll on the floor. I'm not using them. Just watch the camera stand. That's the biggie. Thanks. So I'm just going to leave this color up because this is just to cover the white canvas. That's all. That's all that's for. Oh, I feel better now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. What's wrong, Leanne? She got the cry face.
I think my body clock is out of whack, like yours.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's not that orange. It's kind of yellow ochre. As a matter of fact, I have my yellow ochre now. It's just a little more toned down than that. It's a little grayer. But here's my yellow ochre. So you see, you can't even tell the difference. It's just me looking at it. It's just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little sky in here. And sky. Oh, Sherry, it's your sky. Sherry, could you put the sky in for me, please? This is so totally your sky. Monet sky. I said that in the past. You probably thought I was kidding, but I wasn't. This is totally your sky with the clouds. I love how you did that one painting and you had the clouds in there. It was very, very, very Monet-ish. Okay, I'm just going to put just a smidgen of quinacridone magenta in my blue and white. I have phthalo blue and white and just a smidgen of quinacridone magenta because I see some pink in his. And so here we go. I'm putting some sky in. This is really bouncing around. Okay. Putting some sky in here. You know, when you get real quiet, babe, I feel like they're getting real quiet. And then when they get real quiet, then I get a little nervous.
What is weather like in everyone's neighborhood?
It's like dreary and not really raining anymore.
Barb Miller says it's pouring rain.
Oh, is it? No, here it's not. It's just not the brightest, sunniest. Like spring hasn't come for sure. I mean, it's definitely not an early spring, that's for sure. Although when it was supposed to be cold, it was warm. I think that's happening everywhere. Okay, a little too much magenta. All right. I mean, it's hard to get a color back when you put too much of a dark color in it. You know what I mean? Okay, a little more white. There we go. There, that's working. Put
Man,
that
said it
there.
was snowing here yesterday and it's 60 degrees today.
Wow. Okay, so now this is something else I'm gonna do because it looks like when I look at my reference, it looks like they cheated. So I'm gonna mix a little. I'm gonna lighten up, mix a little white, and I don't usually like using that. What do you call it? Phthalo green, because it's too green and it's kind of gross. But I'm mixing some white in it, and I'm mixing a touch of magenta in it, and some yellow in it, and a little bit of this yellow ochre in it, and toning it down so that I have a little bit more of a semblance of green. As a matter of fact, let's see, what do I have? If you have ultramarine blue, that would help too. But I don't. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, what's in my arsenal?
Leanne's having summery weather.
Yeah, because Leanne is Australia. That's our moderator, Leanne. You know Leanne. Oh, wow. This is my garbage pile here, man. Where's my good stuff? Okay.
She wants some Atlantis snow.
Oh, here's what I want. I want just a touch. I'll tone it down with just a touch. Let me see. Before I tell you guys a lie, I just want a touch of purple.
Leanne's rubbing it in, and I'm still wearing shorts.
Oh, Leanne. That's just wrong. You know, a little bit more. This. Boy, don't use phthalo green. That's my suggestion. Okay. That was terrible. That was terrible. Okay, I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to just dot. Can you see it? Can you see everything? I'm just going to dot. Oh, there's a delay on my end going to you as well as their end coming to me, I guess. It works both ways. I see your chat really late and you see my painting late. I'm really going to this is a different color, and don't ask me how I got to it, but it's a green. I like playing around. I'm throwing a little yellow in here, straight yellow. I don't care what kind, really, because it's getting mixed and it doesn't really much matter. Putting some yellow in here. A little bit more green on top of that. Okay. And I'm getting a little touch of white and putting a little bit of white over here. Little touch of white with my dirty brush. That's very important. With my dirty brush. Okay. And then I'm getting more of the green. Not that phthalo green stuff, but my mixture of green with the blue and the yellow. Anybody? What's going on? What did I miss? Elena, I killed my begonia. I bought myself. Aww. No fair. It was unseasonably warm. What's not a pretty sight? It's not a pretty sight.
Probably wearing shorts.
Oh. Don't forget George is here. Oh, gosh. Of course you picked up on that. Anything else I'd say, what'd they say? You'd be like, I don't know. Like, what's not a pretty sight? Wearing shorts, right? All over that one, man. Didn't miss a beat on that. I didn't even get the question out good. A little bit of white. So what I'm doing is trying to put some highlights in these blotches right here of trees. And so there's mixtures of more of a yellowish and a little bit more of a pale green and a little darker green. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm doing, in case you're wondering. Oh goodness. So she's going to be closer on this end. So I think the trick is right here is to get that nice and dark. Nice and really, really dark where she's going to be. Really working on the left edge of it. And I'm going around where she's going to be with the darkest color. So, it's a mixture. And it's on the dark side. Which is going to get darker when it dries. So that when I put that white in there, it's going to pop. Okay? I'm putting a little bit of yellow in here. And I'm going to do the tree that she's going to be by. She's going to be by a tree, and it's got a lot of yellow in it. So, now, when I do something, I can't hear my voice. I don't want you to turn your phone up, but I'm just thinking about this. My voice probably goes the same as the painting, otherwise it would be weird. So everything's delayed, I guess, right? Like, I don't have to wait for them to see the yellow. I just have to wait for them to see and hear everything. And then they have to wait for me to respond. It's kind of weird. A lot of yellow here. A lot of yellow. And then there's going to be, while I'm in the yellow, there's going to be a lot of yellow here. But it's going to be different shape yellow. What I do with my yellow is the question.
Here it says it looks like gray, but next to the sky, it's green.
Yeah, yeah, I think you'll be able to tell, wow, that's weird, I didn't do that. I see the lighting changed and I didn't touch anything. You'll be able to tell, I think, when I get into it, because that's contrasting off the blue. And so when you see it all put together, you will notice a difference. Okay? You will definitely, and then as you're painting it, you'll definitely see too, because you will have the true color and it won't look different because you won't be dealing with your monitor, you'll be dealing with what you see. So I just threw some Southern Ocean Blue on my canvas because it's very similar to what I'm using. I'm gonna throw a little bit of purple in here, but I don't have to work so hard because it's already that color. Very, very close. Oh. But like I said, I really want this dark that's gonna be by her. Really want that dark up here. And I'm gonna bring that lighter color with the white. That's what makes it look a little grayish. I'm gonna put some more white up here. So what I'm doing is highlighting the trees. So yeah, it does have a little bit of a grayish look up here. All right, and then up here. And then I'm gonna do another surprise thing that you guys aren't gonna be expecting. And I'm going to dot the sky into the rest of the trees too. Okay, so that might be a little surprising too. Oh, where's my yellow?
Here it says I really like it.
Well, thank you. I'm kind of doing the setup right now. This is kind of setting up. I think I'll probably have to do the figure, the lady figure later. So maybe next week. So we'll see how far we get with this. If it's something I need to know, definitely tell me. Oh, goodness. Otherwise, I'll be over here twitching. You'll be like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, it was just too much. It was just too much. Okay, so he has some, I'm using the colors that I need, even though it doesn't make sense, because I'm going to be using them anyway, so I might as well use them while they're on my brush. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just throwing some things on this canvas just to use up the colors while I have them. Okay, and so right now it looks a little crazy, but it will come together. Okay, I'm wiping this brush off. Well, maybe not. Maybe I will finish with my color that I keep losing, my yellow. Put some more yellow on here. Oh, that was weird. Did I put it in there without? Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to do on the bottom. I'm going to take this bright yellow that I have, and I'm going to make some streaks here, which is going to become the ground that she's on. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. And it's streaks. It's basically just streaks. Okay. And there's going to be a flower garden under the tree that you can't tell is a tree. And this is kind of how I paint. Like, I don't paint a tree necessarily, but by the time I get done and step back, it's going to be like, oh, there's the tree, there's the garden, there's the, you know, and it's going to make sense because what I'm doing is copying. So because I'm copying, this part's smooth. Because I'm copying, I'm not necessarily painting out of my, I'm not painting out of my head at all. I can't even say necessarily. I'm not painting out of my head, and so therefore I don't have to know what it is. I'm just painting the forms. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me.
Cheryl says, I made the tree a weeping willow.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that makes it sound like she's painting, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's awesome. Okay, so I'm darkening that a little bit.
Leanne says, poor Angie's twitching.
No, no.
She says, just ignore me.
No, I got that figured
just
out.
Ignore George.
I just. Oh, I'm like, what was that? And then everything he says is sounding a little cray cray. I'm like, okay, I can't. Stop. Just stop. All right. So that's that. All right. And I got, so funny. So I'm going to put some more streaks in here. So I don't want that to be like all sitting out by itself. Blending that together. Okay. So do you guys kind of see what's going on here? And this, I'm just going to take this yellow and then put it here. Because you know what that's going to be, right? That's going to be that little flower garden. Okay, so you see what that's going to be. And that's going to come out this way. All right. Okay. All right. Now back to, because that's not going to have any sky showing through, so I got to finish this. And then I'm going to keep my brush dirty, and I'm going to put my very light touch a little bit harder on there.
Elena says, wow, I look away for a couple of minutes and now it's like a different painting. LOL.
Elena's here. Hi, Elena. I can't keep up with my child. Can't keep up with her. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on these flowers just because it's bugging me and I want to be able to see what it is. So I'm going to work a little bit on the flowers. Is that the color I wanted? No, I don't think that's the color I wanted. One of these days, I'm going to go downstairs and look for the rest of my art supplies. Oh, that's a frustration. When you're trying to move and then you don't know where anything is. And I think I'm going to stick a little yellow in here. That's going to make it brownish. Oh, I don't like that either. Let me go back to this. Okay. All right, kinda. I need red. Where's my reds, babe? Do you see any red over there? That's it? You don't see any other paint anywhere? What about my stand downstairs that has my paints in it? Did I take all the paints out of that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, that thing on the wheels?
Oh.
In the meantime, I'm going to do this.
What do you want? Just bring all the paints up?
Yes.
Oh boy.
If you know where they are, yes, that'd be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Okay, I gotta fix this. Because my reds, like I'm trying to invent colors with the colors I have. So not working. Okay. All right, so this is getting to be the flower garden, and I wanted you guys to see this. And then I'm going to stick some of this yellow in here, and yellow and green. And I've hardly dip my brush in the water, to tell you the truth. I've hardly done that. Okay, because I kind of want things to kind of blend together a little bit. Now, on this side, this has a lot of yellow. So, I'm throwing some yellow in there because this side is the sunny side. So, I'm throwing some yellow in there. Light touch. Very light touch. And then I'm throwing some green in there. In between. So like I pretty much am dabbing this entire painting. Totally dabbing this painting. Okay? That's what I'm doing. And I don't have George saying who's saying what. Ha ha ha, you ask Dad if he sees any red. He's going to be bringing me up some green, right, Elena? George has that red and green color blindness going on. Don't tell him, but I started to get him those colorblind glasses, but I keep forgetting. Anniversary time, that's what I was going to do. All right. And so this is where the sun is on this side, evidently. Okay, so evidently that's where the sun is. And then this light green, throw some light green in there. Oh, now I gotta clean my brush for real, because it's turning into mud. Okay, throw some light green in there. Say that again now. Okay. And then I gotta throw some more red in there. Pretend red. Oh, yay, yay! Oh, sorry. I forgot the mic.
You just put this in here?
I don't like this color either. That was all the paint in that blue thing?
I think so. The wheels.
Yeah, the thing with the wheels. That was it. Just this?
I think so.
All right. Well, this is nasty because it's Liquitex. And Liquitex gets nasty really fast. But hey, you know, it's better than nothing. Oh, better than nothing. Okay.
How about these things?
No.
There's probably some paints hiding down there somewhere.
Yeah, that's all right. This is the gist of it. That's what this is supposed to be. The gist of it. If it was supposed to be a masterpiece, it would sure take me longer than an hour or so, that's for sure. Okay. All right, so I have some flowers here in the flower garden. Okay, and then
Leanne says you're so fussy.
Fussy? I'm like
You're
the least.
so fussy. Hey, girls.
I am the least fussy person. Oh my gosh. If I was fussy, I sure wouldn't be. I'd be like having a heart attack after all the stuff that went wrong at the beginning that always goes wrong.
You ask Dad if he sees any red?
Did you see red, babe, by any chance? Okay, so I'm mixing a little of that red with this green so I can get a really, really, really sharp, dark shadow. Oh, Lord, that didn't work. Really dark shadow on here.
Yes, it's really coming together.
That's what I want. Dark shadows. Remember that show, Dark Shadows? It was a little weird. And that's what I'm trying to get. And this gets, oh, that's that phthalo green. Remind me not to touch that. That was bad. Where is my Southern Ocean? Covered up with this junk. I am like, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, gosh. Now, like a year ago, I would have been like, oh, gosh, let's get going. Now I'm like, all right. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ooh, I didn't like that. That's ugly. Where's my... Okay. And I had some... You guys are like, what are you doing? I don't know. Okay. There we go. Now, this is what I want to do. I'm so not finished, but that's okay. I just kind of want to give you guys the lowdown on what I'm trying to do here so you can kind of see where it's going. Okay. I don't want that brush. I don't know if I want this brush either. Let me wash
whatever
this one.
Your heart desires.
Okay. Yes, I will do that. Okay, so I'm going to get back into my blue. Put a little water in it. Get back into my blue. And, which is probably dried up by now. So I need a little bit more phthalo blue. Okay. And a little bit more white. And a little bit more quinacridone magenta. And you'll see what I do with this sky, okay? In case you're thinking I just kind of like forgot about it. I didn't forget. Okay. So, this is what I'm going to do with that sky. I am going to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit more white. Oh, I shouldn't have had all this stuff brought up, because now my other stuff's covered up. A little bit more white.
Oh, there was some white in it.
Yeah, no, it was zinc white.
Oh, it's white.
It's totally not the same. I'm gonna get George paint, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is, it's not white enough. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. So this is what looks like happened in the painting. It looked like there was a lot of this going on top of the trees instead of underneath. You get what I mean? There was a lot of that going on. And then maybe some more trees, tree stuff and more leaves under that. But this I noticed, definitely noticed in the picture. Some of that going on top. To me, it just looks like it's going on top of some of the leaves. You get what I mean? So I just wanted to show you that because I thought that was fascinating. That it wasn't in the order that you think it should be. You know? That brush isn't working. It's not necessarily in the right order. So here we go. And here we go. Okay, and then the lady will do the next time and maybe start another painting the next time. If that's okay with you guys. Get my yellow on here, make my green. And then we're gonna put more of the green in here. And then that's kind of how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna roll. It's my Southern Ocean blue. All right. And my yellow. And my, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Tap, 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 tap. Babe, they're quiet. Are you guys saying mean stuff?
They ain't saying nothing.
You sure? They might be saying,
Oh,
that's really
says,
ugly. That's ugly,
Ange. That's fine, Ange.
That's really ugly. And George is like, I can't tell her you guys said that. Okay. Man, this mic is like right in my mouth. If I burp or something, just excuse me. Excuse me in advance. Good grief. Oh. And so this, I'm just going to kind of do this kind of thing up here at the very top. I kind of get my edge a little bit and then just fill in. So that's what it is. It's just like a bunch of dots. And then I have to put some of this thing in here in the tree to define it. And then I have to take my white so you guys can see it's a tree and then really shape the tree up a little bit so that you guys know it's a tree. Because that's what it looks like he did. A lot of this stuff is like after the fact, you know? So you guys can see that that it's a tree because of the shape of it. All right. And then I don't like that tree is so fat. I'm just gonna go in here in a non-fussy kind of way and then shave that off a little bit. There you go.
Elena says love it.
Like it, Elena? Now I definitely gotta throw some yellow in there. Isn't it weird how you can go through your yellow in like 5 minutes? because it's so transparent. Like you could have some yellow and then 5 minutes later you don't have anything because you have to use so much like goo gobs of it.
Vera says, I think it's beautiful.
You like it so far? And then there's some yellow here. Now there's a tree off in the distance. It's not really in the distance, but it has like giant flower looking things. I don't know what kind of flower. What kind of flower is this? Is Leanne's probably asleep. I don't know what kind of flower this is. So I asked Leanne because they got all the weird flowers over there. Leanne, what kind of flower is this? This tree is this? Because this kind of looking like a monster, and that's how it looks on the thing. Oh, goodness. She's going to ignore me this time. It's her turn. Okay. And then I'm going to get in there with my really darker color and then tap on that a little bit. But, you know, you guys kind of see what's going on. You kind of see, and then that has like a little shadow, and that shadow kind of goes like this.
Leanne says almost. I don't know what that meant.
Almost see. She almost sees. Do you almost know what that weird looking flower is? Because, you know, you guys kind of corner the market on the strange creations. She's going to beat me. Okay, let's see.
Leanne says, I don't live in France.
You might not live in France, but you guys got the odd stuff. You guys got the odd flowers and animals. Okay, so there's some of that there. And then so it's growing. This painting is growing, but that's how these do. That's how this does. You know, it just kind of.
Yeah, she's down, not asleep.
It kind of grows. What color is this?
Asleep.
What color is that? Blue shade. Let me see if I could cheat. I didn't like that other one. What was that? Red shade? What color is this? No, that's weird. That's a weird color. Where'd my Southern Ocean blue go? Here it is. Southern Ocean blue. S-O-B. That means, you know what SOB means, right? Shortness of breath. Is that what you were thinking, babe?
Mm-hmm, exactly right.
Shortness of breath. That's what that means. Okay. So I need some more trees in here, some little bit more, and a little white in there to tone it down. Because these are in the distance. Uh-oh, a little brown. Okay, so these are my trees in the distance. A little bit more right there. Hit my like yellow ochre. I mix a little yellow ochre in there. Are you hitting? Who all has the?
Leaving.
Who all has the reference painting? Who all has that? Who all has the reference painting? Anybody else? I know Sherry did.
Sherry's gonna work a new job or something.
Oh, you got it, Sherry? That's awesome. Yay. Now that kind of stuff you could have told me.
Well, she just put it up. That's why she's leaving. She said good night.
Oh, I hope you do well. I hope you enjoy your new job. You know how nursing jobs are. You know, sometimes you get a longer honeymoon with some jobs than you do with others. You know.
She's working a new job orientation in the morning, and then her old job in the evening.
Is that the one? That's how people do it. You don't want to burn your bridge in case you hate it. Sherry, is that before you go? Is that the one that's right by your house? That's awesome. That's good. Okay.
I don't know. She said that 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. She's asleep already, babe. You know what, guys? This is getting there. This is really getting there. And I think I might end it because I'm at a good spot for ending it. Yeah, I might end it right about here. Oh man, I want it white right there. I really like that white there. Not a true white. Okay, that's awesome. And that's fun. I'm going to throw some little paint right here on the end. Streaks with my yellow. On the very bottom part. And I'm thinking, babe, keep me awake. Keep me awake. You know how I put myself to sleep.
You're awake?
I'm thinking I got pretty much most of the background done. You know, probably just a little touching up here and there. But I'm thinking I got most of it in. I'm thinking I do. I always love Monet.
Artist, you know what it's like.
I always... Who said that? You didn't say that.
I did say
You
that.
did? Oh, now George is getting to be a funny man now, too. Oh, okay. So, guys... I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy with this.